Hello everyone. Today I'm here to talk about Sonic Colors Ultimate. I will talk about bad things and good things. I felt the need to make this video because I'm a big fan of this game and because unfortunately I'm not liking some things I've seen in certain gameplays. I'll show you everything. Well, let's start with Sonic model and some adjustments that could have been made to the gameplay. The Sonic model has some problems, like the eyelid is showing, and it's weird. We can see this at the beginning of some gamma plays. And unfortunately it looks like his eyes don't have animations. See? In this clip we can also see his leg is not well structured. Notice the weird curvature. There is light constantly shining on top of Sonic's head even when in dark zones, with shadow. I don't like the new slide effect. Compared to the original, it's ugly. I know the effect just gets more detailed, but it doesn't look the same. They could have done the drift mechanic like Unleashed or Generations, exclusive button for drifting. The shadow resolution in some stages is terribly bad. It's supposed to be a new generation remaster and we see things like this. While Sonic is running, you may notice slight deviations, something that could have been fixed from the original game. Like drift, dodge could also have its own buttons, like R1 and L1 in Generations or Unleashed. I personally don't like the new effects of good, great, awesome sections. Kind of seems out of place or late. I don't know why they took that circular aura he had during this scene. It's a shame. The animation of the Wisp in the loading screen is slow for some reason. And we can clearly see his eye as a PNG because the pupil is flat when he closes his eye. Sonic is already there in the level selection, instead of appearing after jumping. His walking animation is also slow and doesn't match with the footsteps sound effects we're listening. Falling rocket explosion is not as well done, especially compared to the original game. They are literally popcorn PNG crossed over each other. I made an example of what they did in a 3D program. The Spike Wisp doesn't have the eye. Can't figure if it's a bug or if the Wisp is facing the opposite direction of the camera. Bad decision. The smoke animation of Spike Wisp isn't as dynamic as the original and completely disappears after a while for no reason. The camera is very rough when Sonic is changing rails. In Planet Wisp you can clearly see the Wisps are flat PNGs, because they removed the option for PNGs to be constantly looking at the camera, like in the original game. Rocket Wisp doesn't have eyes, same case as the Spike Wisp. The smoke of the Rocket Wisp disappears as soon as we stop using it. Spike Wisp with the same problem. Same problem with the PNG Wisps. In this act when he catches the first Wisps for some reason the sound cuts off before it ends. Rocket Wisp still with the same smoke problem. There's not much more to say about this level in general. The light is beautiful and the texturing too. The reflections are right where they are and that's it. About this new feature, the animation of Tails saving Sonic does not loop seamlessly and you can't see that in Sonic and Tails' legs. In Tropical Resort, the VFX of the Laser Wisp have some issues. First it shows a weird overlay effect which is in a different position from where Sonic is. After that the overlay disappears but the laser wisp trail is not glowing compared to the scenario. Everything just gets darker. When Sonic sidesteps, the swoosh effect is slower, more delayed than it should be. The light in Tropical Resort need a lot of adjustments. I understand that they want to highlight things that were not so visible on the Wii version, but making almost everything dark except for the lights is not a good solution. I don't know what happened, but right at the beginning of Asteroid Coaster, the camera makes a super strange movement and the roller coaster is stopped. I like the light of the level and the new texture material they give to Frenzy Wisp. The warning sign for some reason is now red. I feel it doesn't attract as much attention as this is the purpose of the sign. When the level ends, everything is supposed to stop, but Sonic's jump ball is still animated. This also happens in the background of Sweet Mountain. Now, in my opinion, I don't understand this dumb decision. The spring sound effects in dash panels. You can listen a spring at the beginning of the sections. And arches. Fortunately the game still has some new mechanics. New way to obtain boost, you need to do the homing attack in the green part of the aim. The golden coins you pick to unlock new customizations for Sonic. Tells saving you it's cool, but it's a shame there's no way to disable it. A new game mode, Rival Rush, but I don't understand why does it only work on some levels. Well, the video was supposed to end here, but while I was editing this video, the official Sonic channel released another trailer, and I'm going to talk about a few things from the trailer. Besides the Sonic YouTube channel releasing a trailer, Nintendo has also released a trailer for the Switch version. That way we can see a difference. It's obvious that the Switch version wouldn't support a 4K resolution, but sadly it also won't support 60 FPS, making it very similar to the original Wii version in that aspect. Some of the problems I mentioned earlier are still found in this trailer, for example Sonic's leg and eyelid. Metal Sonic also has a few problems. It has the supersonic animation so its skeleton in the hand part is separated from the arms. It also has a very strange aura between the belly and legs, which you can't really understand what it's for. It looks like a very poorly cropped PNG. The customization seems to be really cool. The selection of accessory auras and boost seems to be also very good and practical. I like it. The new Wisp looks really cool, with a new mechanic and very simple to use to reach unexplored areas. Nice. About customizing our controls, I hope this also works for setting exclusive buttons just for drift or sidesteps. There's nothing new in Tails. We already knew he saves us when we collect his coins heads and that's it. About collecting the 100 rings to be invincible. I hope it can be deactivated. The game is already easy to pass and I don't think such a thing is necessary, especially when they added a ring with 100 rings. The game will only get less challenging. And the invincibility effect isn't even in the right place, it should be in his body like in the classics, not in his head. About the music, for me it's alright. I've been enjoying most of the new music they've shown. As long as it's possible to switch to the old ones, it's okay. Well, I think that's enough XD. As we can see, the game has things to be fixed, and I hope that many of them by September will be fixed. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was my first time editing a video, and I also wanted to know what you think. Thanks, and maybe I'll be back someday. Bye. Oh, and one last thing. Why Sonic model have Tails gloves?